An important day for the champions, well in control. Is the weather going to play ball? The action on the fourth day started with Yorkshire seeking 9 wickets for an important win. Warwickshire needed 391 in 96 overs, rather unlikely to be honest. Warwickshire started steadily in a bid to settle down and defy the champions. Westwood hit side bottom towards the boundary to pick up 3 runs, but then an early major breakthrough as Jonathan Trott was bowled for 29 with the score on 58. Trott beaten all ends up by the informal side bottom. There was no stopping the veteran bowler as shortly after that he trapped Evans LBW for naught in the same over. Westwood added 3 runs off Bresnan, but it was hard going for Warwickshire. Haynes started cautiously, but he got a leg side 4 off side bottom. He then drove Bresnan through mid-off for 2. Steve Patterson was introduced into the attack and Westwood was put down the slips as Finch dropped him. And another drop soon afterwards as Westwood was spilled again by leaning at third slip off Bresnan. Despite those 2 catches going down, Yorkshire could be satisfied with the first hour. However, they must take their catches from now on. Hayne edged Bresnan along the ground past the slips for the boundary. Warwickshire were 83 for the loss of 3 wickets at this stage. Brooks was introduced into the attack and Hayne provided a fine leg side drive but didn't go to the boundary. It ended up for 3 runs. Westwood then clipped Patterson through mid-wicket to the ropes in fine style. And with Hayne on 22, Westwood 35, the score was 103 for the loss of 3 wickets when we experienced another shower. An early lunch was taken, 4 overs lost. Sidebottom completed the first over after lunch, leaving 69 overs remaining in the day, and soon after the resumption, the veteran bowler did it again. 10 in the match now for Ryan as he trapped Westwood LBW for 40. Warwickshire at this stage 109 for 4. And Sidebottom's match figures also at this stage 10 for 59. Hayne then guided him down to third man for 3 runs and new batsman Pete Mackay took a single off the Yorkshire paceman to get off the mark. Hayne and Mackay attempted to dig in as Warwickshire fought for the draw. Bresnan was introduced into the attack and Hayne survived a caught behind appeal from Bresnan, the umpire ruling not out. But Mackay was soon to go, caught by Finch at slip of Patterson for 2. Ricky Clark got underway with a 4 off Patterson through mid-wicket. Middlebrook was introduced, spin for the first time in this game from Yorkshire's point of view, and a full pitch was driven to the ropes by Hayne. Clark went on to the back foot to place a Middlebrook delivery for the covers for 4, and Hayne moved towards his 50 with a 4 off Patterson. He brought up that half-century with a lovely drive for 4. 7 boundaries to this young, talented player. Will Rhodes came into the attack, but now some stubborn resistance from Warwickshire, who were a little less troubled with the sun out and the cloud cover gone. Hayne was now finding the boundary with regularity. But then a lovely breakthrough for Yorkshire. Clark struck middle firmly to short leg, and Leaning held on to create a fine catch. They either stick or they don't, and this one's certainly stick for Jack Leaning. 170 for 6, Clark out for 18. Patel joined Hayne and immediately got some runs with some lusty shots, but then he played a really poor shot and was caught at cover by Rhodes off Brooks. Patel gone for 13. Wright was the next one to join Hayne, who continued to play really well, but Brooks, often the case, is now on a roll, and he bowled Wright for 6. Warwickshire 203 for 8, and the fat lady about to sing. There was tension in the air now. Hannon Dolby joined Hayne, and for a time they defied the victory charge. Hannon Dolby even hooked Brooks for 4. Andrew Gale brought Aaron Finch on to try and break the partnership, but at tea they were still there. 217 for 8. Haynes 78, Hannon Dolby is 8, but there's still 29 overs for Yorkshire to get those 2 wickets. The final session commenced with 2 wickets needed from 29 overs and with a new ball imminent. Hayne and Hannon Dolby were now defending stoutly. So the new ball was taken, and Ryan Sidebottom given the chance to add to his already impressive tally. He reaped reward straight away as he bowled Hannon Dolby for 8. Last man Boyd Rankin helped himself to some runs, but surely it was only a matter of time. Hayne hit a series of boundaries to go to his century. Warwickshire at one stage 251 for 9. Next ball, Rankin survived a loud caught behind appeal off side bottom. He responded with a fine fall through cover point. But then the final wicket went. It was Hayne, LBW for that century. Tim Breslin, the man who got it. Warwickshire were bowled out. A Yorkshire win by 174 runs. Ryan Sidebottom, 11 wickets in the match. A truly memorable feat. And Yorkshire taking 20 points and now well clear at the top.